Right. Listen, yeah? Listen. Now listen close. I'm in the mud. I ain't gonna lie. I feel so incredibly knackered and tired. I've been trying to sort out my pedals. They're shit. They don't work. I'm gonna have to send them back and get a different set. It's all a load of nightmare bollocks, and it's... Oh, I'm so tired. And honestly, I was not going to watch Quali today. I wasn't going to stream it, at least. I was either going to watch it in bed or just go to sleep, pretty much. But I looked at my phone, I saw it was 44 past 2, and I thought, well, if I was getting on, I would start my stream in about 5 minutes. So I thought, you know what? There is no passion. And so I got out of bed, and I'm here. Oh, Jesus wept. Right, so, yeah, we're going to be watching Quali. Now, this is, of course, you know, actual proper Quali, not crappy sprint Quali, you know what I mean? The sprint race, which we watched earlier, was absolutely horrific in every single rate and, like, way. It was absolutely terrible. But, you know, Quali is always going to be good, no matter if it's sprint Quali or normal Quali. I don't have many predictions. I think it's going to be very similar to sprint Quali, as in Verstappen winning and getting pole. McLaren's right there. The Ferraris and the Mercedes in the sort of 5th and 6th kind of areas. And, of course, Sergio Perez about 8th or 9th. Although I do think he gets into Q3 today. Right, let's do this. There we go. I think the live timing's working. We'll find out when it actually starts in about 3 minutes' time. Something else from the sprint race as well. Nico Hülkenberg got given a 10-second penalty for forcing Alonso off the track. We did actually see that happen on a replay, and it was actually quite bad. It actually cost Alonso not only a position on Hülkenberg, but also Ricciardo as well. So it was actually, you know, quite costly. One thing I noticed as well that I somehow didn't notice up until this point, on the Sky Sports broadcast, they're not actually showing the leaderboard or anything at all for, like, any of the sessions. And I remember I saw it in Sprint Quali. I don't remember where, it might have been practice, actually, where, like, the leaderboard thing was really, really bugged. During the sprint race, I didn't even notice. They didn't even show anything. They just showed the thing that says F1 Sprint. They didn't show how many laps were left. They didn't, I think they showed the laps, but they didn't show the gaps between anyone. Basically, you know the thing on the left that has all the drivers, where they are, their gaps to the next driver, the gap to the leader. None of that was there, apparently. It was just F1 Sprint and the lap counter, which is pretty crazy. Lots of technology failures going on as well. Of course, the start lights went out as well. Normal qualifying, the only downside to normal quality is that, of course, it's that little bit longer. Usually I wouldn't mind that, but with how tired I am, I want this to be over as quickly as possible. Let's hope that there's no red flags or yellow flags. Actually, I don't know. Obviously, red flags and yellow flags are going to make it way more exciting, but I don't know. I just want this to be over as quickly as possible. But wait, wait, hang on. I got the sprint race graphic up. Let me just change that before quali starts. My bad. Hang on. There you go. That's better. Now, one thing I might actually do is, this might not even... Wait, why can't I... I might do this. That might be the play, purely because, if I do this. Now, the reason I've done that is so that, you see it in the bottom left of your live timing screen, you can actually see the bottom 5, whether they improve. All these little dots, these are the mini sectors. So, you know, before my webcam was covering it, now that isn't going to be the case. So, yeah, cool. I think that works. That's quite good. Oh, nice one. Okay. And here we go. We are underway. We can see the clock. Oh, it's already on 17:38. Oh, shit. Right, I'm going to have to redo my timer because I've got that completely wrong. Seven, 6, 5, 4. Do it now. There you go. That's perfectly synced. Everything's good. We are now officially cooking. Right, so what does this say? 16... Oh, so my Sky Sports is like 8 seconds behind. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm not going to delay it by anymore. I feel like that's kind of pointless. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? And we'll go from there. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of drivers out already. We've got, you know, we've got the Ferraris. We've got the Red Bulls. I think Verstappen's already starting a lap. Here's a little fun little graphic as well that you can see. I don't even know if you can see that. Oh, you can. You can't see which driver it is, but you can see, like, sector times. Interesting. Did I turn that off? No. Okay. I'd just say ignore that then. Right, so you can see all of the mini sectors of things. Perez actually up on his teammate through sector 1. But I think that's going to change very quickly through sector 2 though, although 29.6. .29.7. He's still there. Okay, Perez. He said that he'll have a lot. He should have a much better result in normal quali because he won't get sent out at the same time as Ocon and whoever. So Verstappen sets our first lap of a 1:06 dead. Sergio Perez crosses the line to do a 1:06.2, so a 10th.5 back from Verstappen. Not horrible at all, really. If you take into consideration that in sprint quali, no, he isn't 2/10 down, commentator. It's a 10th.5. That's like a lot less time. Gasly goes third with a 1:68, 6/10 behind Verstappen. That's really not that bad at all. That's 6/10 behind Perez, sorry. Lance Stroll a 10th and a bit behind Gasly and P4. Alonso then goes up to P3. 24 milliseconds quicker than Pierre Gasly. You can see Sainz setting a couple purple mini sectors in sector 2. Leclerc setting even more. Norris a couple purple mini sectors. The fastest sector 1 as well is 16.5. Ocon goes third. That's a great lap. 2.5 tenths back. Oh my, what? Okay, what's going on here then? Alex Albon a 10th behind Perez. Sainz goes fastest by a 10th over Verstappen. Right, okay, that's odd. Leclerc, fastest by 400ths. What a driver. Valtteri Bottas, not on a lap. Lando Norris goes P2. 9 milliseconds behind Leclerc. 31 milliseconds ahead of Sainz. What about Oscar Piastri? Oscar Piastri goes P2. Wow. Look at that gap. 17. Wow. How big is that gap? 40,400ths covering the top 4 is crazy. What? So as we can actually see in the on the live timing, this website's class by the way, we can see that Leclerc, Norris, Piastri, Sainz, Verstappen, and Checo were all on used soft tyres because it says L5. Their tyres are 4 or 5 laps older than everyone else's. Tsunoda is P4, but on new tyres. Magnussen goes 7th, splits the Red Bulls, but he's also on new. Daniel Ricciardo on new, Hulkenberg on new, Albon on new. Cool. Nice. Excellent stuff. Well, what happened there? Oh. Oh. Okay. The live timing froze. That was scary. Okay. Verstappen... Oh, no. I thought he was back on track. He's not. He's in the pits. Okay. Cool. Cool. We're locked. Everything's fine. We do have both of the Mercedes out on track currently. Are they on new or used? Let's have a butchers. They are on... We don't know. I think we have to wait for them to finish their outlap before we find out. So we'll wait until then. So we're going to have Hamilton and Russell completing their flying laps. Is anyone else not done a lap yet? No, it's just those two. But look how close the margins are, by the way. I know like, the actual lap times are quite different, but... You know, what's good about this website is that it shows... the like the gaps between the drivers rather than like the gap to the leader. So what we can see here is the gaps are 9 milliseconds, 8 milliseconds, 11 milliseconds, 12 milliseconds, and then a 10th attempt, 36 milliseconds, 24 milliseconds, 44 milliseconds. It's so bloody close. Hamilton, all green through Sector 1, of course. Russell's taking a couple purples, though, through the mini sectors. Hamilton and Russell now trading mini sectors, going purple in Sector 2. Both of the Red Bulls are back out. Both on new tyres. Through Sector 2, Hamilton's going to do a 29.5. George Russell does a 29.3, so Russell at the moment about 3/10 up on Hamilton. Hamilton comes around the final corner, and the track ramp is pretty wild, I reckon. Hamilton goes P6 with a 1 minute 5.9. George Russell then puts it... Oh. Russell puts it P1 by 3/10. That is ucky. That is ucky. Yeesh kebab. That's world class from George Russell. Now we have Max Verstappen going for his second run of the session on some new tyres. Here we go. Sergio Perez also starting a lap on the new tyres. So we can see Verstappen going through the mini sectors. He's going to go green and then double purple through the first two mini sectors. And his first sector is going to be a 16.4, and it is faster than anyone. Sergio Perez not improving through Sector 1. I know he improves, but yellow mini sectors. All green as well for Verstappen. Perez is still yellow, which is not good on a new set. Verstappen, no purple mini sectors though. Through Sector 2, it's going to be fully green, which is, you know, perfectly good. And he's going to do a 29.3, so even though he doesn't set a fastest mini sector, because all of his sector times were just consistently quick, he gets the fastest. A couple purple mini sectors, comes around the final corner, and Max Verstappen goes P1 overall by 3/10. Sergio Perez, I don't think, is anywhere near. He goes P3, 3/10 back. He's actually got a lot closer than I thought he would. He had a lot of yellow mini sectors through there. And then Carlos Sainz, out of nowhere, goes fastest in the first two sectors. I didn't even realise. And Carlos Sainz goes fastest by 700ths with 8 minutes remaining. We have no idea what the cutoff's going to be. Look how close the gap is between the... Actually, to be fair, the gap... If you take away the top 4, which I know is a lot of cars, take away the top 4, it's quite close. Charles Leclerc goes third as well. with a 1:55. Fernando Alonso goes P6 with a 1:58. Next we have Yuki Tsunoda, who is... Where's Tsunoda? Oh, he's there. Then we have Lance Stroll, as Ocon goes P6. Lance Stroll currently P20, improving everywhere, improves to only P13. Oscar Piastri now starting a lap. Valtteri Bottas doesn't improve. Zhou Guanyu isn't improving. Daniel Ricciardo is improving. A couple fastest mini sectors. He crosses the line. Daniel Ricciardo goes P7. That is filthy. That is ucky. I rate that from Danny Rick. You know, only like, you know, 30 odd milliseconds away from one of the Red Bulls. He's ahead of both of the McLarens. That's a good lap. Who's this? It's going to be Alex Albon, who goes P8. About a 10th and a half away from Ricciardo. And then we have Logan Sargent. He crosses the line. Logan Sargent, P17, splits the Haas cars. Now we have Kevin Magnussen, who is improving. Yuki Tsunoda improving. Lando Norris setting some great sector times. Purple sector 1. Piastri fastest sector 2. Kevin Magnussen goes 9th. Final 7 minutes are remaining. Tsunoda goes P8. Here comes Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris abandons his lap. Oh, no, he hasn't actually finished Sector 2 yet. Never mind, I'm lying. Oscar Piastri goes P2 at 1:53. That's not a bad lap at all. Valtteri Bottas goes P13. Zhou Guanyu stays P20. And here comes Lando Norris. The fastest Sector 1. Not a bad Sector 2 at all. Round the final corner. What's it going to be for the lad? Go on, son. Stick it in P1 for the boys. Oh. Well, that's not desirable. 2 tenths away from Sainz, a 10th and a half away from his teammate. Yeesh. No one else on laps at the moment. It's going to be a couple minutes. We see this every single time. You know, 2 or 3 minutes time, every other driver will be back out on track. And honestly, I have no idea what the cutoff is going to be. It's so difficult to tell. Because at the moment, we only have 0.8 of a second between all 20 drivers. That's ridiculous. I mean, you look at the gaps, it's 0.05, 0.7, and then 0.18, 0.24, 0.35, 0.38, 0.39, 0.41, 0.56, 0.56, 0.57, 0.58, 0.61, 0.66, 0.68, 0.69, 0.8, 0.86, and 0.87. It's so close. I reckon 3 or 4 tenths is going to be the most time you can find. So anyone that's like 4 tenths ahead of like the bottom 5 right now. Also, can I just point out, Lewis Hamilton in the bottom 5, Lance Stroll in the bottom 5, although that's sort of expected. Lewis Hamilton, though, quite a big name. That also happened in sprint quali, didn't it? He was, like, you know, near the bottom, and he had to do a lap right at the end. He's going to have to do it again. I believe he will, because it's Lewis Hamilton, for fuck's sake. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that, you know, Logan Sargent is, you know, give him half a second, or give him, like, 3 tenths to be 0.5 away. That's, like, P12, I feel like. My point is, I think the top 4 are safe. Maybe the top 5. I think everyone else has got to find at least like half a tenth. Oh no! That's really annoying. Ted Kravitz was actually talking about the potential cutoff, and I missed it. Let me just go back. $105.4. 154 is the projected cutoff. Only 3 drivers have achieved that so far. Wait. they think that, like, for example, they think Sargent, Joe, and Hulkenberg are going to go from 1-6 dead to a 5-4. I mean, that's 6/10. That's not impossible. That seems highly unlikely. But we are in the final 3 minutes. You're going to start to see a metric shit ton of cars start coming out the garage. They got Hamilton out nice and early, though. He needs to engage that clutch factor, which we know he's got. He's absolutely got that. It's Lewis fucking Hamilton. He should be fine. I reckon he'll put a decent lap in. I'm saying, like, go like 3rd or 4th. I think Lando Norris is actually starting a lap. He's put a DRS on. He is on used tyres, though. So... what's the fucking point? Waste of fuel. He is going to carry on, though. I'll be surprised if he sets any green mini sectors, as I say that he does. Pierre Gasly improving. A 16.5 through the first sector. Lewis Hamilton now beginning his lap, setting all greens. Gasly with a bit of a mixture between yellows and greens. Not a good middle sector so far. Russell also not improving by that much. Doesn't improve in sector 1. Hamilton sets the fastest middle little mini sector, though. That's ideal. That's what you want. Pierre Gasly somehow improves through sector 2, despite having 4 yellow mini sectors. A 29.3. Currently not safe. He needs to find quite a lot of time. And here we go. This is it. Everyone is starting their laps. Gasly finishes his lap, and Pierre Gasly goes P6, a 1 minute 5.6. Yeesh, that's pretty fast. Tsunoda starting a lap. Lewis Hamilton, where's he going to go? He's not the greatest of the final sector. There's a 5.5, that should be good enough. George Russell crosses the line, and he goes just behind his teammate by, you know, about 40 milliseconds. Alex Albon crosses the line. He is beginning a lap, I reckon. And then we've got Ocon, who is on a lap. Ocon currently P10, goes up to P7, a 1.55. Hulkenberg, P9, a 1.56. Wow, that is... look at that. 5.5, 5.54, 5.57, 5.58, 5.59, 5.59. Wow. Yeah, everyone really does have to improve. My goodness. Kevin Magnussen 5th. Huh? As that happened then, Daniel Ricciardo goes P8. Zhou Guanyu P19. You're gone. Logan Sargent doesn't improve. I think he's starting his lap. That's all good. Sergio Perez also starting his lap. This is quite a big lap for Checo Perez. Yuki Tsunoda goes P8 of 5.5. That is so ridiculously close. It's crazy. Bottas also beginning his lap, and now we can see some drivers starting to finish. First, it's going to be Alexander Albon, who is going to finish his first lap. Sergio Perez doesn't improve through sector 1. Oh, shit. Alex Albon goes P15. So he's right on the edge of it. This is not good for Perez, though. He's having a good middle sector, though. All green so far. Bit of a stinky sector 1. Don't worry, he's improving through sector 2. Lance Stroll sets the fastest mini sector. So does Bottas. Lance Stroll, though, only 16th. You're gone! See ya. What about Fernando Alonso, though? Fernando Alonso, only P15, knocks out Albon. And that's quality done, I reckon. Here comes Sergio Perez, though, round the final corner. I don't even know if he's abandoned. He comes across the line. Does he even improve? I'm not even sure. He does. He improves to a 5.5, and he's safe. Valtteri Bottas still on a lap, though. And he stays P18. So, there's your final finishing order for quali. You are going to have Alexander Albon. You're gone! Lance Stroll. You're gone! Valtteri Bottas. You're gone! Logan Sargent, after out-qualifying his teammate on pace yesterday, now gets out-qualified by Albon by just 1/10 and 200ths. That's not horrid. You're gone. And Zhou Guanyu, proving why I'm not just saying this because of this one session. This might be a pretty crazy thing to say. I genuinely believe Logan Sargent is a better driver than Zhou Guanyu. Zhou Guanyu is consistently being the worst driver on this grid by some margin over the last, like, this season, basically. I know that Sauber is fucking shit. I understand that. But when Sargent is a tenth and 2 tenths quicker than you, your teammate is 2 and a bit tenths quicker than you, and it's been like that the whole season. I think he needs to go, honestly. I think him and Sargent both need to fuck off. Give Pourchaire and Lawson a chance, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, your 5 eliminated is going to be those. Any key outliers? I think the RBs have surprised me a little bit, and of course Kevin Magnussen. But you know, we've got quite a large diversity of teams. We're only missing 2 teams. We've got an Aston, we've got RB, we've got both RBs, we've got both Alpines, we've got both Hasses, both Ferraris, both McLarens, both Red Bulls, both Mercedes. That's quite fun. But yeah, the RB's like really bad in a sprint qualifying, sprint race last week in Spain. P8 and P9, that's not too bad. But one thing I'd like to point out is look at the lap times, right? So look, from Norris downwards, 1 minute 5.45, 1 minute 5.50, 1 minute 5.50, 1 minute 5.54, 1 minute 5.56, 1 minute 5.56, 1 minute 5.57, 1 minute 5.58, 1 minute 5.58, 1 minute 5.59, 1 minute 5.59. What the actual fuck is that? Brother. I need to like get a screenshot of that. That is absolutely bonkers. Who was it? It was from Norris downwards. So if I just do this. Hang on, we've got a Logan Sargent team radio. Hang on a minute. I don't even know what he said because the commentator was talking over him, but fuck it, there you go. Hashtag F1. Hashtag Austrian GP. Hashtag F1 Sprint. Bosh. But yeah, no, honestly, those gaps are ridiculous. That is fucking bonkers. I can't get over those gaps. That is, like, fucking ridiculous. Right, well, Q2 is just about to start. There it is. It is now underway. What do I have this on? Oh, I've got it on 30. Oh, okay, cool. What a time to be alive, eh? Right, so as Q2 starts, we instantly have both of the Alpines coming out. Let's do that. There you go. And then we'll close that, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and we'll do this. Yeah, that's crazy though. Like, I won't get over that, I can't lie. So we've got both of the Alpines, both on brand new tyres. We have the Ferraris on used. We have Verstappen. No, that's from, they're not out yet. I keep forgetting that, I keep looking at like the tyre lives and going by that. I keep forgetting that it literally says pit. I will say though, this live timing website is actually showing way more data than the official F1 live timing. That only shows like... It only shows like, obviously it shows everything that this has. The only difference is that this shows whether a driver is pitted or not at all times, not just when they go in. It shows when they have DRS enabled. It shows the mini sectors. It's great. So Esteban Ocon is going to kick us off. Now remember, it was what, a 1:53 or a 1:52 for Q1 that was the fastest. And the cutoff was what? A 1:56 or 7. So Ocon does a 16.6 through the first sector. Pierre Gasly, half a tenth up, a 16.53. I love the idea that if you were P... like 13. If you were P13 in that Q1, if you went like 700ths quicker, you would have been like P4. That's fucking bonkers. And 1:56 for Esteban Ocon for our first lap time. Pierre Gasly does a 1:56. That's going to be a tenth and just under a tenth away. 75 milliseconds. Carlos Sainz crossing the line. And he actually stays third. A 1:57, 88 milliseconds away from Pierre Gasly. Remember, he's on used tyres. Here comes Charles Leclerc, though, fastest middle sector. And Leclerc puts it fastest. 2 tenths ahead of Sainz on the used. That's quality work by him. Well done, lad. Good shit. Now, what's I gonna say? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's it. So just keep in mind the cutoff was a 1:57, and the fast was like a 1:52 or something. So we're on used tyres and we're almost getting out of Q1. Look, if Leclerc done that lap in Q1, he would have got through, which is crazy to me because he's on used tyres. Now the top 10 was a 10-5, if a 5-10, yeah, no, 5-5. Sorry, I don't know why I said 10. If we give them what, 2 or 3 tenths, maybe. I'd say the cutoff is going to be a 5-3. I'm going to say that's not like a confirmed, educated answer. That's a pure guess, just for fun. Both of the Red Bulls coming out as well now. Ugh. So I believe Verstappen is now beginning a lap. Let's take a look. Yes, he is. He already sets 3, 4. Is he going to go for a full sweep of mini sectors? He does indeed. Keep in mind Verstappen on brand new tyres. He should get, like, he should go fastest by some mile. Sergio Perez still on an outlap as well. Everyone's on an outlap except Verstappen, Hamilton, and Tsunoda. So keep an eye on them. Hamilton takes one fastest mini sector off Verstappen, a 16.2 by Max Verstappen, a 16.3 by Hamilton. So Hamilton already a 10th down on Verstappen through sector 1. Max Verstappen going through sector 2. It's a 28.9. It's mighty. It's world class. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen crosses the line first, though. And Verstappen sets a sweep of fastest sectors. A 1 minute 4.5? Yeesh kebab. Okay, never mind. The cutoff, might be a bit shorter than a 5.3. I ain't gonna lie. Lewis Hamilton is about to cross the line as Sergio Perez starts a lap. Hamilton crosses the line and goes P2, 6.5 tenths back on new tyres. He actually lost it all in Sector 3. Look at that, Sector 3, 4 tenths down on Verstappen. Russell then goes P2, but still half a second away. Ah! That's a lot! Okay, yeah, maybe the 1 minute 5.3 cutoff is a bit unrealistic. Oscar Pastry, P3, 5 dead, nice lap, good shit. Sergio Perez had a 16.4 through the first sector. That's actually down on, like, literally everyone. Actually down on Nico fucking Hulkenberg. He's actually currently, like, a 10.5 down on Kevin fucking Magnussen. Lando Norris goes P4, a 5.1. Nice, not bad. Hulkenberg crosses the line, goes P8, a 5.5. Checo Perez, pretty poor lap by him on new tyres, goes P5, a 5.2. Recovered it nicely. I will say, that's a very good final sector. He recovered it then. The first and second were complete milk donkey shit, but he does recover it in the end. Esteban Ocon and Magnussen on laps. Here comes Kevin Magnussen, currently P15, hasn't set a lap time. He crosses the line, and even after setting a couple fastest mini sectors, only goes P11. Esteban Ocon goes P7, a 1.53. Anyone else doing some laps? Absolutely fucking not. No. Oh no, we do have one. We've got Leclerc, we've got Gasly, and we have Sainz all doing laps. Leclerc on used tyres, Sainz and Gasly both on new. Let's go, Carlos. Do. Fastest mini sector in the final sector. Crosses the line and Carlos Sainz puts it P2, but still 4.5 tenths off Verstappen. That lap is fucked up, seriously. Here comes Pierre Gasly, crosses the line. Only P10 for Gasly. Half a tenth off his teammate. 6 minutes remaining. Charles Leclerc crosses the line. Leclerc puts it only P6. Still ahead of, a few cars. 1 millisecond behind Lando Norris as well. And no one else on laps. Oh, I'm so tired. Of course, bro. Brundle, stop. Brundle, for once, when I say Brundle, Martin Brundle, I know there's Alex Brundle, I don't mean you. Martin, like they're fucking listening. Martin Brundle, can you just for once in your life not be so fucking brain dead? My guy just said, it's still showing on my screen here that Leclerc's on used tyres. I think he's going to do one more run. Everyone's gonna do one more run. Apart from Verstappen, maybe. Even he might do another. They're not just gonna call it a day here. There's 5 minutes left, for fuck's sake. Oh my goodness, these people. Martin Brundle is just a bit clumsy. He's not the smartest geezer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I ain't much smarter. I mean, at least he actually drove in F1, do you know what I mean? But some of the things he comes out with, like, this is what I keep saying. It's like they're either speaking to toddlers or they're speaking to people that have never watched F1, which isn't the case. Like, yes, I admit there's probably a few viewers that have never watched F1 before, but it's like 0 point something %. Let's be honest. No one like reads about F1 and goes, that looks very interesting. It's just gonna be like, so Red Bull, like, Red Bull always win, and that's about it. It's very boring. And then they're like, well, I don't want to watch that then, do I? So Verstappen's coming out of the garage with 3 and a bit minutes remaining. Here's Checo Perez in the pit lane. Hugh Bird saying he doesn't follow the regulations, but that's his problem. Alright, cool. I'm pretty sure that isn't his problem, that's the FIA's problem to go and deal with. Hulkenberg, of course, getting that 10-second time penalty in the sprint race. I believe that does put him down to P20, although because Zhou Guanyu was so far behind everyone in P20, that he might have got P19. But we have Checo Perez out on the brand new softs, Ocon new softs, Tsunoda new softs, Hamilton new softs. Oh yes, it's time. 2.5 minutes remaining, you know what it's time for. Everyone sticks the new tyres on, and like I said, you know, Verstappen out on new softs, even though he has a 4/10 margin to everyone else. And here we go. This is going to be scary. This is going to be very fucking... I'm scared. Anytime that Sergio Perez is at risk of getting eliminated, i.e. always, I start shitting my pants. So let's follow along with, you know, we got Kevin... Okay, so Sergio Perez is the first driver to begin his lap, and he's already yellow. Hang on, no, he's green. Getting a bit of a slipstream from Fernando Alonso as well. That's fucking massive. Look at that slipstream. Oh, that's fucking gorgeous. How is he not improving with a slipstream? And he doesn't improve through Sector 1. Did he abandon, or is he trying? No, he's trying. Great exit through, Turn 3, I think that is, but not a good Sector 1 from Checo Perez, I ain't gonna lie, but he is improving through Sector 2, though. I feel like the Haas cars are a bit far back, as is, like, you know, maybe, like, Alonso and the Alpines. Like, I feel like Perez, of course, has to find time, but probably not that much time. Anyway. Sergio Perez is struggling through Sector 1, though. Across the line, is he going to even improve? Oh my god, Perez doesn't improve. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 please. Please. Tsunoda? Tsunoda's gone. See ya, fucking loser. Hamilton goes P3. Oh no, Perez is fucked. He's done. He's done. He's gone. He's gone. It's over. Gasly starts a lap. Hulkenberg is finishing a lap. Oh my god, Hulkenberg. Okay, that's 2 cars. That's 2. Holy horses here. George Russell improving. George Russell goes ahead of his teammate. Oh, this is going to be so fucking close. Ah, I'm so scared. I'm fucking scared. Verstappen goes even quicker. Jesus Christ. Here comes Magnussen. Oh, please. Yes! Okay, that's 3 cars now that Perez has beat. 3 cars. There's Danny Rick, there's Tsunoda. Tsunoda isn't improving. He's fucked it. Daniel Ricciardo having a shitter. I think Perez might be okay. Jesus Christ. That's too close. Here comes Danny Rick. He stays P11. Daniel Ricciardo is gone. Kevin Magnussen is gone. Tsunoda is gone. I think Fernando Alonso is gone as well. Here comes Gasly across the line. Gasly only P12? Really? Wow, that Sector 3 is bad. Fuck me. Look how horrid that Sector 3 is. Jesus wept. Okay, that was closer than I thought. Closer than I wanted it to be. But I believe that is... Yeah, that's Q2 done. So, well, no, Norris is on a lap. No, he's abandoned. What a little bitch. If that's me, I'm pushing to the line for the banter. So, there's your finishing order for I was going to say SQ2 then. Not that. Q2, we have Ricciardo. You're gone! Pierre Gasly, you're gone! Kevin Magnussen, Suya, Tsunoda, 0-7, Fernando Alonso, he's a bit shit. He's washed, he's old, and he should retire. I believe Gasly as well. Did you see that? I believe Gasly just had his lap time deleted. So, he drops down. So, after the RBs were like P7 and 8, in Q1, they now find themselves eliminated in Q2 with 11th and 14th. Here's where Gasly went off track. Oh my god, he went miles off track. No wonder he got that lap time deleted. Jesus wept. But yeah, Ricciardo out-qualifying his teammate by 2 tenths. I'm sure that Tsunoda must have had some form of traffic or something because of how bad his sector times were. I don't know. Alonso, bit of a stinker. Ocon getting through though, that's the clutch factor. Daniel Ricciardo, yeah, 26 milliseconds away from being in Q3. Although to be fair, with how close the margins have been today, I don't know if any of you saw, but in Q1 we had like what, 10 drivers, fucking 10 drivers did a 1 minute 5.5. Like what? You understand how crazy that is? Also, by the way, completely got unnoticed by me, Nico Hulkenberg, P9 into Q3. He had an absolute rotter in SQ1, an absolute rotter, getting what, like 17th or something? Comes out to like actual, you know, qualifying, you know, the one that actually gives any sort of significance, and he gets into Q3. What a legend. Sergio Perez as well, getting through. He's sort of there or thereabouts. I mean, to be fair though, this is what I mean. If Perez improves by a 10th, he's up to 4th. You know, like, the margins are so close. I mean, you can also just see here. Also, by the way, Sainz and Russell setting identical lap times of 1 minute 5.016. But, like, look, you know, apart from Verstappen, the half a second gap, exactly the same. 37 milliseconds, 17 milliseconds, 33 milliseconds, 1 millisecond, 40 milliseconds. That's so fucking close. And I don't know what happened to Alonso, but as you can see, he's 2 tenths behind Tsunoda. Something dodgy is going on. He has fallen off massively in recent times, though. I wonder what it is. Obviously, the car's bad, but you know, Stroll has been suspiciously close to him in recent times, and I'm not enjoying it. I'm sure Fernando Alonso fans were enjoying it even less. If you remember, 12 months ago, Aston Martin looked to be Red Bull's closest challenger. That's crazy how that works, isn't it? Ocon seems motivated. Oh, he does. Oh my goodness, he does. He's cooking Gasly. Ricciardo on the radio. Ah, fuck. How much did we miss out by? P11, 10 milliseconds. I mean, you're sort of clickbaiting your own driver there, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't... actually, to be fair, it was 10 milliseconds. I don't mind, I can't count. 15 milliseconds was the margin between Ricciardo and Q3. Yeesh, that's unlucky. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Ocon I mean, you sort of expect to be motivated. He needs to prove like someone like wants to sign him. Although the options are very limited. There's the second Sauber seat. There's Mercedes, which honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's like quite unrealistic and a bit barbaric, but I could see Ocon going to Mercedes because of his Mercedes links. I could also see Mick Schumacher going to Mercedes. I would rather see Ocon or Mick Schumacher in there before Kimi Antonelli. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a lot of hype around him. I ain't got that. You know what I mean? I don't watch F2, but they're both him and Ollie Behrman in the Premier team are doing shit. Although saying that, Ollie Behrman did win the sprint race earlier today, so there you go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Fernando Alonso recently. Ever since like China, he has been absolutely horrid. And there we can see the graphic changes, and any second now, Q3 will begin. Nice little 12-minute shootout with the boys, and then I can finally fuck off to bed. I was so close to not being on for quali, but I pulled through, and we're here. Also, in about 10 minutes' time, there is a video releasing on this channel, so go watch it. Because my pedals are broke and my new ones are horrid, you can't even press them down because the pedals are so like hard. I just did a video where I use a controller for the first time. It's a bit shit, but I wanted to upload something. Right, can we get underway now, please? That would be fun. Come on! Let's have it! I'm bored. It's been like 3 minutes since the last lap and I'm already bored. Come on. Fernando Alonso on the radio. I don't even know what he said. Ocon seems happy. His reaction to getting into Q3 was, yes! And that was it. Good emotion. Alright, we start now. Come on! Let's go. I still think Verstappen just fucking walks this by such a far margin. Honestly though, apart from Verstappen being P1, the rest of the order is completely unpredictable. I feel like you could say Hamilton second, Sainz second, or Piastri second, and you could go, yeah, I can see that happening. And there you go. Q3 begins. Let's fucking go. That's what we like to see. Right, 37, 36, 35, 34. Bosh. There we go. Nice. Oh, that timer is so perfectly synced. Oh, God, just stuff. It really genuinely is. Okay, let's go. No one coming out, though, in the first minute. Apart from Hulkenberg, who's just tiptoeing his way out. Wonder how many ones we're going to get. Wonder how many ones we're going to get. I mean, it's obviously 1. Will we see, everyone do 2? Will we see 3? Hulkenberg and Ocon both on used tyres. Exiting the pits. And we'll go from there. I'm going to do a bit of a fun prediction, though, for the top 5. Let's do a top 5. My highest score on the top 5 so far has been 2 out of 5. I'm going to say Verstappen. I'm actually going to take it seriously as well. I usually do, like, joke ones for fun. I'm going to say... Oh, well, this is where it gets difficult. I'm going to say Russell. I'm going to say Norris. I'm going to say Leclerc. And I'm going to say Hamilton. Oh, I don't know, actually. I think you've got to have fucking Sainz in there, I reckon. But I don't think Hamilton's going to have a stinker. I'll do a top 10 as well. Why not? Then we'll go Sainz in 6th. We'll go Checo 7th. We'll go Piastri 8th. I really don't see that happening, but you know, I gotta have some Perez propaganda. We'll go. I feel like the rest are obvious. Just Ocon 9th, Hulkenberg 10th. Although honestly, you know what? No, we'll do a little bit fun. Hulkenberg 9th and Ocon 10th. There you go. Nice one. So Hulkenberg is going to begin our very first lap of this session. Keep in mind he is on the used tyres. As you can see, it says L4. Verstappen on new tyres though, as is Sainz, Piastri and Norris. Sergio Perez on used, as is Russell and Hamilton. So Hulkenberg does a 16.5 through the first sector. What is Esteban Ocon going to do for the first sector? It's going to be a 16.6. So already 60 milliseconds down on Hulkenberg through the first sector. No one else on laps so far. Sainz begins one. On brand new softs as well. Why would you use a brand new set this early? Is it to get like a banker in case there's like a red flag or something? I'm not too sure. Anyway, Hulkenberg a 29.4. Esteban Ocon a 29.5. So actually a 10. I'm glad I said Hulkenberg ahead of Ocon at this current moment in time. Hulkenberg crosses the line. Our first lap time is a 6 dead. Keep in mind, it is on used tyres, so it's going to be horrific. Verstappen on the new tyres. He's cooking, though, already. Esteban Ocon is going to go P... Wow. Actually... Okay, never mind. Esteban Ocon actually manages to go a 10th.5 quicker than Hulkenberg through Sector 3 and get ahead of him by 64 milliseconds. Okay. Verstappen actually doesn't set the fastest Sector 1. That's going to go to Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri, fastest Sector 2. Carlos Sainz, a 1 minute 5.2. Didn't Verstappen do a 1 minute 4.4? Oh no. Here comes Oscar Piastri across the line, and he is going to go P1, a 1 minute 5 dead. Those are what I saw at times we were seeing in Q2 though. We ain't at the pace limit yet. There's a lot more to find. I feel like Verstappen is going to show us exactly what that pace looks like, and there it is, a Bosch. Oh my god. I'm fairly certain that's the same as his Q2 time as well. Oh my fucking god. Sergio Perez on a lap on used tyres, keep in mind. He crosses the line and goes P6, a 5.5 on used tyres. Lando Norris P2, by the way, a 4.8, and Leclerc third, a 5 dead. Jesus. Lewis Hamilton crosses the line on brand new tyres, goes P5, a 5.1. I have him P5 on my prediction, so we're sort of there or thereabouts. George Russell crosses the line. He is currently up on his teammate by some margin. Goes P3 with a 4.9. Only 3 drivers in this entire session so far has actually made it into the 1 minute 4s. Verstappen might even get into the 1 minute 3s. That guy's just out of his mind. It's ridiculous. So that's the first runs done for all 10 drivers. Now, a couple of things, like I said, to keep in mind. Verstappen, Norris and Russell on new tyres. Leclerc on set sort of used. So that's a good lap by him. Piastri on new. Basically, it's quite obvious to see that, you know, the gap between Sainz and Perez is 2/10, or almost 3/10. And, you know, Sainz on new tyres, Perez on used. Makes sense. So if you want to have separate battles, you could say on new tyres, Verstappen's quickest. On used tyres, Perez is quickest. He's quickest at something. Let's go! We love that shit. "5 minutes remaining now." The same thing is going to happen. everyone's going to bugger off into the pits for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then with about 3 minutes remaining, 2 minutes 40, we're going to see everyone come out. All 10 drivers should be on brand new softs, and we'll see what kind of diabolical lap times we get. Hopefully this time, they actually send Perez out, not in front of Gasly and behind Ocon, and ruin his lap before it fucking starts. That'd be nice, you know? Not sabotage your own driver for no fucking reason, pricks. Jesus. Bosh. Crazy stuff. That really did piss me off though, because I see people blaming Ocon for like getting in Perez's way, but they were both on flying laps. What happened in sprint quali SQ3 is that they sent Perez at the same time as Ocon and Gasly in between them. There was no time left in the session to build a gap. He had to actually go flat out to make the line and get a lap in, and then he gets blocked through the first sector because he's right behind Ocon. If they brought Perez out like at the same time as Verstappen, he probably would have got a top 5, top 4 maybe in SQ. Although he probably would have finished 8th anyway, because that's what Perez does. He's the 8th merchant now. Now for Perez though, I want to see what Lewis Hamilton can cook up. Does he have the clutch factor? And we have our first driver out, Esteban Ocon. And look at that pit lane. You just suddenly see all 10 cars moving, or at least like 8 of them. You got Verstappen coming out. You got on brand new softs. I believe Ocon on used as well, which is a bit odd. We got Hulkenberg, brand new softs. Excuse me, Oscar Piastri, brand new. Sainz, brand new, of course. It's weird for Ocon to be on used though. That's a bit odd. Don't know why you'd do that. I'm sure you can find some type. Maybe like I reckon Alpine know that they're not beating Perez or they're not beating the top 8. Let's just beat Hulkenberg is probably their strategy. Here comes the rest of the field. We have Lando Norris. We have Sergio Perez. We have... shut the fuck up, is Perez. Perez is on used softs. Oh my god. Why is he on used? You bastards! I know 3 laps ain't like properly used, but it's still used nonetheless. It's not proper fresh out the fucking storage room. Leclerc used, new tyres. Hamilton, new tyres. And Russell... where is he? I know. Esteban Ocon is going to begin our first flying lap, of our final flying laps in this qualifying. He's going to go yellow through the first couple of mini sectors. Does bring it back though. He's going to go green up into turn numero 13. Let's see how he gets on. Making his way around. Actually fastest through the first mini sector. A 16.5 through the first sector for him. And now we are seeing a few more laps beginning. I believe Verstappen is beginning a lap as well, is he? Yes. Improve. He's improved already. Oh my god. No, wait, no. Bro, fucking adverts. What the fuck? Oh, it's all gone wrong. Alright, so there's Ocon across the line. He improves to a 1 minute 5.8. Here comes Verstappen. 4.3. Oh my god. I tried to play the dun 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 Max Verstappen, but I got an advert and it all went wrong. Hulkenberg actually gets ahead. Perez doesn't improve. Okay, what is it with Perez in this Sector 1? Why can't he do Sector 1? Oscar Piastri, P2. 4/10 away. Carlos Sainz, P4, 4/10 away. Lando Norris improving through Sector 2, doesn't improve in Sector 1. Sergio Perez having a bit of a shitter at the moment, which, you know, you'd expect because it's Sergio Perez. He does improve in Sector 2, sorry, but as you can see, it's like a 2/10 down on everyone else. Lando Norris goes P2, 4/10 away from Verstappen still. We have Sergio Perez crossing the line, probably going to be like P7, P8. He crosses the line, P8. Yeah, the P8 method. There it is. Lovely stuff. Leclerc, I believe, has abandoned his lap. Yes, he has. And here comes Lewis Hamilton. We have a couple drivers left. We have Russell and we have Hamilton. Here he goes. Go on, Lewis, for the boys. P5. Stay P5. My prediction will be correct otherwise. Go on. Stay P5, please. Nah, Russell's up on him by some margin. And Russell puts it P4. And that's qualifying. Done. There it is. Qualifying is finished. Your final finishing order. What the bro? You know what? Now that, like, you know, it's done, I can now play this. I'm sorry, right? As Piastri, Oscar Piastri, has his lap time deleted for track limits, which puts Hamilton back to 5th and makes my prediction right. Yeah! Wait. Oh, never mind. I thought I got my top 5 correct, but that didn't happen. There he is. There he is. There is Max Verstappen. We found him. Max Verstappen. So out of my top 10, Verstappen, correct. I got Russell and Norris the wrong way round. I put Russell second, Norris third. It actually finished the other way round. Norris second, Russell third. I put Leclerc fourth, he finished sixth. I got Hamilton right in fifth though, W. I got, oh my god, that's so annoying. I got the Ferraris the wrong way round and Russell and Norris. If I got Russell and Norris the other way round and the Ferraris the other way round, I would have got the top 6 correct. Such a shame. And then, oh my god! No! If I swapped Russell and Norris round, if I swapped the Ferraris round, and if I swapped Piastri and Perez, I would have got all 10 correct. You bastard! You bastard! But there it is. That's quality done. Great commentary and loving the data. W's all round. I'll be back tomorrow at 1:45 BST for the Austrian Grand Prix. There's your final finishing order for quali. Not bad. Sergio Perez, the only driver. The reason I talk about him so much is because he's the only driver I like and I properly look out for. So that's why. Hashtag Perez propaganda, delusion, whatever you want to call it. He likes getting P8 though. P8 in sprint quali, I think. P8 in the sprint race, P8 in the Spanish Grand Prix, P8 in quali today. He was a 10th and a half away from Piastri, even with his time deleted. There was something wrong with his Sector 1 throughout the entirety of qualifying. He could not improve through Sector 1. I don't know why, but yeah, that's going to be all from me. I desperately need to sleep. I am fucked. But I'll be back tomorrow for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's going to be a good time. I'm ready to absolutely cook. And, you know, we'll go from there, as always. So, yeah, cheers for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Fucking bye. Peace! Oh, bye. stuff your eardrums with this.
Must